Are you in the market to buy a home in 2024? In this video, I'm going to share with you my predictions for interest rates, where housing prices are headed, if it's a good time to buy a home, and the 3 best states that you should buy a home in. I think it's going to be an extremely exciting year for interest rates in 2024. The rates were so low during the COVID-19 pandemic, as low as 2 or 3%. Fast forward a couple of years later, we saw historically high interest rates at 7, 8, 9%. And the exciting part about this year is that the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, finally announced that they plan on cutting interest rates 2 or 3 times by the end of 2024, which means we can see rates as low as 4 or 5%. What do I think about housing prices? If interest rates start to trickle back down, like we all predict in the year 2024, housing prices have to go up. If rates come down and now there's more affordability for consumers, that naturally should increase the prices of homes. Now, one big mistake that consumers tend to make is that they like to wait on the sidelines. People always say, I'm going to wait for the interest rates to come down. I'm going to wait for the home prices to come down. If you look back during the pandemic when rates were 2 or 3%, people were paying between 50, 60, 100, 200,000 over the purchase price of that property, or what they agreed upon to pay for that property. Now, as the interest rates have come up the last couple of years, you were able to start negotiating some of those purchase prices. So in my opinion, it's always a great time to buy now. And the reason why I say that is because you can always refinance your interest rate later. Before rates come down this year, which should naturally increase home prices, take advantage of being able to negotiate what you pay for that house. For example, when rates were 2 or 3%, you might have paid $575,000 for the $500,000 house. But as interest rates came up the last couple of years, now that $500,000 house, you might have been able to negotiate that house for $480,000. The interest rate might have been a little higher, but now, once the interest rates come down, which again we all predict is going to happen this year, not only did you pay a great price for the home, you can refinance the interest rate, and then it's a win-win situation. And one of the famous lines we always like to say in our industry is marry the home and date the interest rate. And what that means is, yes, you can fall in love with the home, but the interest rate is temporary. You can always refinance the rate down the line if interest rates do come down. Now, the question we've all been waiting for, is it a good time to buy a home in 2024? And the answer is, yes, it is. The lower we see interest rates, the higher home prices are going to be. So why wait to pay more for a house when you can negotiate the home today and refinance the rate in the future? And for all of you consumers that are sitting on the sidelines right now, reach out to your licensed loan officer. Let him update your pre-approval to see what the interest rate and the payment and what the affordability would be should you decide to move ahead and purchase a home this year. Here are the 3 best states to buy a home in this year: Pennsylvania, Utah, and South Carolina. Now, as a first-time homebuyer, affordability is the most important factor when determining where and why you should buy a home. With all that being said, predicting lower interest rates this year, and with home prices where they are, now's the time to buy. Reach out to your licensed loan officer to update your pre-approval to see what your affordability looks like and take that next step towards home ownership. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please check out my website, deanfranzese.com. And if you ever need an expert team of loan officers to help you take that next step on your home buying journey, contact us today.